folks, and welcome back to the Grumpy Gamer channel. That's it, you guessed it. This is that channel where you get to see this old git talk about modern games. So for today's in-car comments, excuse me, well, we've got quite a bit to discuss today because tonight at 11 o'clock British summertime, we've got the PlayStation State of Play. Now, one thing everybody's talking about, especially the last couple of days, is the announcement of this new Astrobot game. Sadly, apparently the leaks are saying that it's flat screen only. I'm hoping that isn't the case. I really am. Because one, it's really going to upset the PSVR 2 community for one thing. I know that much. And two, I think it's a massive, massive L for Sony PlayStation if it's not at least a hybrid game. You know, at the end of the day, Astrobot first came on the scene as a PSVR 1 game. Then, of course, that was Astrobot's Rescue Mission. And then, of course, they had Astro's Playroom, which is a flat screen game that came out free. You got it with your PS5 when you bought it. So for this one to just be a flat screen game, I think that will send a really bad message to everybody. Absolutely everybody. It will just give fuel to the people that say, oh, PSVR 2's dead, that's it, it's finished. Sony aren't supporting it. So I just don't see how this game is going to be just flat screen. Like I say, I think it will be one of the most stupid decisions by Sony of literally all time if they do this, because like I say, it's going to upset everybody in the PSVR 2 community. It'll give the haters more fuel, and it's just not a good look. So I really am hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, although these leaks or whatever, a lot of people think they are true. So all we can do is wait and see tonight. Now, when it comes to other games, they say in total 15 games are being shown tonight. Obviously, flat screen, they say, and PSVR 2. I'm hoping to see a good few PlayStation VR 2 games. I'm hoping for like 5. I think that'd be fantastic. If they had 10 flat screen games and 5 PSVR 2 games, I think that would be perfect. Some people think there'll only be a couple, but I'm not so sure, because with what else is going on with Sony at the minute, I think they're going to show more than 2, but I'll come on to that in a minute. So the games I really want to see first and foremost above Astrobot has to be Alien Rogue Incursion. I'm hoping we get to see some gameplay of this game, because apparently it is out this year, so this would be a perfect time for them to show us something. Just a little bit of gameplay would be fantastic. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that one. Maybe we'll just get a cinematic trailer maybe for it. But like I say, I'd rather see a little bit of gameplay. So again, fingers crossed on that one. What else might make an appearance? Possibly Aces of Thunder. You may recall it was back at the tail end of last year when the developers said, well, basically the game's finished. We're just polishing it up now. Well, that's nearly 6 months ago. So I'm hoping we get to see more of Aces of Thunder tonight. This is just a multiplayer game. Sadly, there's no single player campaign to it, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm still going to get it because I'm sure from what I've seen so far it's looking good, and as long as they can get it running right, it should be a banger. But so hopefully we'll get to see that tonight. What others? Possibly I did have a couple written. Oh yeah, of course, Behemoth. Would be nice to see some actual gameplay of that. We've only seen sort of CGI trailers at the minute, and again, that's coming out this year. So I'm hoping we get to see some gameplay footage of that. And those are the only ones I've really sort of thought that I'd like to see at the showcase. Like I say, Astrobot, would love that to be hybrid. Definitely Aces of Thunder, Behemoth, and definitely Alien Rogue Incursion. I mean, if they show us more, great. I'm hoping it's not only a couple of games they show, because that would be a bit sort of lackluster if that's all they show us. And the reason for that is Sony are doing, during these days of play, they've given a price drop to the PSVR 2. Now, you may recall last week, was it the week before, I was talking about Sony doing a price drop down to like £399. And I said that would be a good figure to go for. Well, it works out they've done a price drop of $100, which brings it down. And this is the, if I'm right in saying, the Call of the Mountain bundle. They've dropped it by £100. So this takes it down to $439. Now, I would have liked it to see it drop an extra 40 quid, because I think $399 psychologically is a big difference than $439. You know, you go, oh, 399 quid rather than 439 quid. Yes, like I say, it's only £40 difference, but psychologically, I think that would play a big part. I think people would, you know, shell out that money a lot easier than going over into the 400s again. But we'll see. You know, I'm sure it'll shift some headsets, undoubtedly, with $100 off. I mean, if you haven't got the PSVR 2 yet, will this price drop make you want to dive into it? Let me know down in the comments. But also what they're doing on PS Plus Premium, on the June the 6th, they're bringing out 5 PSVR 2 games, adding free to PS Plus Premium. And those are The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners 1 and 2. Fantastic games. If you've never played them, I don't know how you haven't, because they're fantastic and they're definitely worth playing. What else have we got? Oh yeah, Before Your Eyes, which I haven't played this. It's more, as far as I'm aware, like an interactive story where you blink your eyes and the story moves along when you blink your eyes, something like that. Like I say, I haven't played it. Some people say it's really moving, but again, there's that one on there. We've also got Walkabout Mini Golf. Very popular game. It's a very social game. I've got it myself. I've only played it a couple of times. I've only played it on my own, which gets a bit boring, really. But the game itself is really good, and I'm sure with a lot of friends, it's great. But I'm not a massive golfer, to be fair. But that one's on there. And then there's Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord, which, you know, when I first heard about this game, I thought, yeah, that could be really good. Ghostbusters, yeah, I like the Ghostbusters when I was growing up back in '84. Yeah, that was good. And it wasn't really anything like that. It's more of a kiddified version, so it's not been that popular. But anyway, that one's on there. And then one that's annoyed me, which I've only bought recently in the last couple of weeks, is Synth Riders. That's on there. That's a great game. You know, in the same sort of vein as Beat Saber, that sort of thing. It's a rhythm action game, dancing game. It's great fun. But that's on there as well. So you've got Before Your Eyes, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners 1 and 2, Walkabout Mini Golf, Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord, and Synth Riders. So there's actually 6 games. So they're putting those on PS Premium. And another thing they do is if you buy the PSVR 2 headset direct from Sony, they give you 12 months of they give you 12 months of Netflix Premium, which I find a bit odd. It's like, why is that just sort of last minute been thrown in? I don't quite get that. You know, with everything else they're doing, with the price drop, with these PSVR 2 games going on premium, I think it would have been a lot smarter for Sony to say, if you buy it from us from PlayStation Direct, you get 6 months of PlayStation Plus Premium. So then that means you buy a headset, you've got Call of the Mountain with it, and then you get another 6 games on top to play. I think that would have been a much better marketing ploy than saying, here, have Netflix Premium if you buy your headset from PlayStation Direct. I don't know. What do you think, folks? Like I say, I think that would have been a much better marketing ploy to do it that way. Anyway, that's about it for me today, folks. I'm really looking forward to the State of Play tonight. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Let me know what sort of games that you're hoping to appear on this State of Play. So until next time, folks, I shall see you guys on the other side. Adios.